November 6, 2023, we're having a beautiful fall day outside of Waynesboro, Pennsylvania in the Michaux State Forest. So I decided to take my 2022 Yamaha Zuma out for a ride. I'm only about 5 miles from forest roads where I can go the whole way from almost the Maryland line clear up to Carlisle. A couple months ago I did almost 70 miles on these roads with only touching pavement at about 5 of those 70. This is heading up the mountain, going up from the Old Forge Road clear up to the top of the mountain. It's about a 3 or 4 mile climb. And of course I had my GoPro and a drone along, and only to find out when I got home that my audio mic was just not plugged in, or it was loose in one end, so I lost all my audio. But I still have some great video, and I'll put some music to it so you don't get too bored. Sometimes I go up and find some wayward single track and head back into the forest, but it is hunting season, and I have passed several cars that I know there's people out there hunting, and I don't think they'd appreciate me going through the middle of the woods, so I'm going to stick to the forest roads pretty much today. This is a big hunting area. Right now in Pennsylvania there's archery and small game.
You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
The higher we went closer to the top of the mountain, you could tell all the leaves were pretty much gone. When we first started, there was still some leaves hanging on the trees at the bottom, although most of the color, they have turned brown within the last week and a half to 10 days. And up here, they're almost completely off. Like I said, it's about a 3 mile climb from the bottom to the top of the mountain. And I've been up here in days when it's been snowing up here and not snowing at the bottom.
River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're gone. Hoping you would stay, but I've always known that you would go and find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, feel the wind and watch the river run. And the sun would always shine when we sat there, you and I. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
Here's an aerial view from the top of the mountain to to show you just how vast the Michaux State Forest is. It goes for miles, and this is just one small area of roads that crisscross. Right here is a four-way intersection. This road goes out along the mountain, roads to the right and left go up one side and down the other side. It is a huge area, and I'm lucky enough to be close to it that I can access it anytime I want. Here we're coming to the top of the mountain and off of the forest roads to South Mountain. It takes you down to Caledonia State Park, so on Route 30, one of the oldest highways in the United States. Beautiful area. People live up here really enjoy it. There's not much up here, not even a grocery store, but they really like their solitude. Now I just made the turn onto Route 233, which takes you from South Mountain down to Route 30 into Caledonia State Park, and if you continue on it, it'll take you up to Pine Grove State Park and clear up into Carlisle. Once again, this is about a 4-mile stretch down to Route 30. Beautiful trees. They just paved the road a couple months ago, so it is nice and smooth sailing. Great ride, great day. I've just turned right off of 233 onto this Caledonia area where it has the Caledonia Golf Course, the Totem Pole Playhouse, and it takes you up here back into the mountain where they have cabins. A lot of people own cabins up here. you own the cabin, but the state owns the land, and you release the land on like a 99-year lease on them. That's the Caledonia Golf Course to the left of me. It is a 18-hole course. It's not in the best of shape, but you can't beat the price. They have specials where you can play 18 holes with a cart for about $25. Again, it's a beautiful area. I'm going to go through some of the cabins, and my GoPro's down to about 20% and it's dying on me. So I think I'll end it after this ride, and hope to see you on the next one. Hopefully I'll be a lot better with the audio and learn what I'm doing more. Thanks again for watching. One side note, these cabins, if you ever are interested in them, they sell about as fast as they come up. When one comes up for sale, they're usually gone within 2 or 3 days. It's amazing how popular they are. Thanks again for watching.